I now call upon President Ron Burdessa to address the Assembly.
Chancellor Beatty, members of the Board of Governors, distinguished and honoured guests, colleagues, students, and friends of UOIT. If we've learned anything today, we've certainly learned that Perrin Beatty is a hard act to follow. We have just had the privilege of hearing from Chancellor Beatty, a call to all our futures, and a compelling argumentation for the indivisibility of universities and the condition of the world. Without broad support for universities as critical institutions of society, our lives and our world would be diminished. And without conscious reflection by universities on what is and can be possible to return the faith of societies in universities, these beloved institutions would fail to reach their full potential in the service of citizens who look to universities as creators of a better world. Today, we have installed a Chancellor at UOIT who exemplifies the noble calling of public service, as well as the leadership required to ensure that the private sector is well articulated to the public good. It is UOIT's great fortune that Chancellor Beatty has consented to lead the university along those pathways before us, carrying with us his experience, wisdom, and vision for the possible and ways to achieve it. It is the great fortune of Canada that Chancellor Beatty can speak with conviction and authority about those issues that go to the heart of what makes for a better world. And it is the great fortune of all universities that Chancellor Beatty's message of our role strikes a chord with all those looking for leadership in a constantly shifting world. Chancellor Beatty's message today is both universal and particular. The survival of universities for centuries is not an accident. The values that universities have refined down the centuries are appreciating currencies today. There is no substitute for places that provide the quietude for contemplative thought. And whatever else universities might do, it all must rest on the preservation of the time and space required for the thought that is the starting point for all human advance. Within this house of thought, there is room for different kinds of universities to make their own particular contributions, often through foci and specialization that can yield both novel thought and practical action. UOIT is a place that embraces the time-honored traditions built around thinking, heeds the call of employers for graduates who can act, and the greater call of the world for those who can lead. Cogitando et agendo ducemus. By thinking and doing, we shall lead. Through these words, we have created a university whose connection to universals and particularities, to tradition and emergent futures, is clearly drawn. Central to the task of UOIT is the desire for impact on the lives of our students and the world around us. Focus is a necessary condition for impact, for we cannot and should not dissipate our energies by spreading them too thinly. And underpinning UOIT's ambition to make a difference and contribute to the betterment of the world is the fundamental requirement for quality in all that we do. Chancellor Beatty's remarks today remind us that collaboration must move isolation aside. Universities, government, business, and industry can be partners in a common project aimed at no less than the betterment of individual human lives and of the world at large. Chancellor Beatty has, in various ways, made that his own life's project. We are proud at UOIT to now join together with Chancellor Beatty as we too celebrate the embeddedness of the university in the projects that make for a better world. Noble as those projects are, thinking and doing are necessary but not sufficient. Leadership is the final ingredient, and as we witness today, as on many occasions previously, Chancellor Beatty is indeed a leader of rare quality. We are privileged today to install Chancellor Beatty as the second Chancellor of UOIT, and I ask you to join with me in expressing our appreciation for his willingness to lead the university forward into a future of engagement with the institutions, enterprises, and citizens who make us proud to live in Canada. Thank you.